check 1, 2. History says Nepo lost this game 6. I say the engine was wrong. Today, I'm taking over at the 7-hour mark, not playing for a draw, but I'm seeing if Magnus's Rooks can survive. My Queen's Fury. Can I find the Iron Shield that the World Champion candidate missed? December 2021 was the longest game in World Chess history. Ivan Nepomniachtchi on move 130 made Queen to e6 a fatal error. A moment later, history books sealed. The score was set. Magnus won. Nepo series. They said Nepo was broken. I'm myself. And I don't believe in history books. I see a bug in the analysis. If Nepo had held move 115 in the game, it would have been a table-based draw. Now, my objective isn't to draw Magnus. I'm targeting level 7 Stockfish, level 7 Stockfish to prove that 100% technical stamina Nepo could have won. This is how the Nepo rebellion begins. Going to move 145, running a diagonal oscillation protocol for over 20 minutes. The engine is trying to use the H and F1 quarter for its king, but I have other plans. As Queen goes to C5, he can go to F2, and I have Queen to D4, goes to F1. He locks in his own rook. Level 7 spinning to prioritize king safety over any time to attack. C2 is entering a defensive feedback loop. I'm maximizing structured vandalism. The king is on F6, rooks are on G and D3, and they aren't coordinating, they're in an airlock position. And there, the move 153, he resigns. 38 moves are raw technical stamina. I didn't hold a draw, it included magnetic collapse. And the level 7 logic. Nepo, this one's for you. History doesn't belong in the past. It belongs where those who find the patch. Said it ended in 136 moves. However, I didn't force resignation. I played to the machine. I had nothing left to calculate. Technical stamina. And they give credit where credit's due. This is the technical analysis and alternative history correction of Game 8 to the 2021 FIDE World Chess Champion, the original broadcast, thanks to sdcforged.com, Grandmaster Robert Hess, and Grandmaster Dan Naroditsky for the class commentating that this document is horror respect, rest in paradise, as the unexpected tragic loss of Grandmaster Daniel occurred. Even thinking about that hurts. But let us continue. I don't accept lost positions, and the math doesn't check out. I stepped in that seat and broke Nepo. And to fix the broken. And history doesn't belong to its winners. It belongs to survive the long game. So, thank you guys, and hope you watch the rest of this game. The entire vetting process as before Stockfish resigned. And this is the exact system like that I would have played to win. White triangle formation, opposite colors of the rook, so it would always be inevitable. Not about if, about when. So, hope you guys enjoy watching this part, and the actual starting of the game starts around 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Thank you. guys, good evening guys. This is going to be the Nepo Rebellion. This is going to be me playing a massive identification competition for plus 136 moves to find a way to 4K run. I will do no human 1 down to 7 for defeat Magnus in the Zone of Order Endgame. The ultimate test of Endgame's stamina, engine-like precision, untested all-human venture. History says Nepo lost Game 6. I say the engine was strong. Today, I'm taking over at the 7-hour mark. I'm not playing for a draw. I'm playing to see the Magnus. Rooks has found my Queen's Fury. Can I find the Iron Shield that the War Chest candidate missed so I can change history? Hope you guys enjoy. I put out Stockfish level 7 to imitate the Grand Last from National level. And shout out to chess.com for the freaking video providing the footage. The time frame is 6 hours, 41 minutes, and 30 seconds. Chess.com, Carlsen and Nepo, Game 6. Let's get straight to it. Now, I got to think about candidate moves. Okay, why am I in an odd... Why am I in... Oh, no, I'm good. It just looks very odd right now. Okay, let's think. Okay, so it's 3 pawns, a queen, the bishop, coup, rooks, and a knight. Knight, white, rooks, knight. Okay, so the queen is not in the best square. The knight's pretty active. 3 pawns and 3 pawns, but this pawn doesn't count because it's dead. So 2 to 3, pawn majority. King a little bit more safe. My king's more exposed. Now, the question is, how am I going to stop this? Candidate moves. What am I going to do? I'm only seeing 2 moves right now. This move can't work. This move does nothing. This just hangs my queen. This, I'm not sure. This bishop is hanging, so it seems logical I need to defend the bishop, right? Defend, counter-strike the rook. So right triangle formation, counter-strike the rook. So he is up a minor piece. And now I'm obscured to these 2 rooks. Let's figure out how we're gonna do this. Lock in, come on. Okay, so he tries to battery up on the bishops. Okay, now I gotta actually start deeply calculating. Okay, I got the 2 moves. So she says 30 minutes. I got 30 minutes. Let's lock in. Okay, so you know what I need to... Okay, so this is bishop c5, bishop c5, then what? Bishop c5, rook here to put pressure on this pawn, potentially. Push my pawn forward to guard these squares. Rook takes, wait, rook takes that pawn. Rook takes pawn, push f5, rook takes pawn, f5, guard these 2 squares. The knight to where the knight could go. Knight can reroute here potentially to get an outpost here. Okay, this. Okay, I believe I got 7 miscalculated. Mercy, I'm getting distracted right now. Well, things are complicated. Love, I'm not going to answer you right now. I'm going to give you some time to self-reflect. I love you. I will not give up on you. Okay? I'll give you some time and patience. I think you're a beautiful young woman. That's what I think. I don't think it, I know it. I think that you're just a little frustrated right now because you're confused. Frustrated. Now you get to see how I can stay calm in the chaos. I still love you unconditionally no matter what. I would love to give you a kiss right now in person, just to calm you down. I care about you. I love you very much unconditionally, and I won't give up on you. Never. sorry, freaking, whatever, let me put this on D&D, so this one does not distract me right now from winning the World Chess Champion. Okay, hold on, freaking, this, move some here, freaking, let's see. Okay, so he's gonna target my pawn, but that doesn't really do anything. Okay, so here, next on knight, rook, open file, this. I need to open up this king. So maybe pawn takes, push h4, g takes h4, pawn at f5, guard these two squares. Knight has a harder time going here because it's more isolated and can be targeted. This pawn's pushed, so this also discards this. Okay, knight to g3, reroute to this, and then okay, I'm gonna push the pawn, sacrifice the pawn for the king's safety. He's gonna ignore my threat. Okay, I'm gonna counter strike and hit the rook. And threaten to make a passer. What in the world? Did you just allow me to equal the material? Holy gosh. Is this okay? So plans change. I get to pick a pawn. Maybe I'll probably get forked, most likely. That would be the best response. What in the world? Am I winning now? Wait. Right, sacrifice the rook. What? Am I just up in exchange? Up a pawn? Here, pawn threaten. Guard all these squares. Okay, let me calculate. Okay, here this would be the best because it guards the king from invading. The knight is gonna, even against the tempo, but it would get redirected and absolutely pinned by this king. But I could do that, but I feel like there's something, you can get a tempo here through the rook. So I feel like there's something better here. Maybe I just need to cut off the spawn square for promotion. Okay, pawn, queen f5. And then it would be rook threatening this pawn. We can do the same thing, takes, but this would be a counter check. So takes. So I cannot push this pawn right away. Because this would be a counter check. That tempo would be a vital necessity in this position. So let's think. Who threatens? Then what? Goes g7. And then I gotta guard everything. So move. So here scoop move. So okay, so here stops, bang, pawn f5, 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 then rook guards, he goes down here. Then I go with the queen as over here. I go over here to defend this pawn. Then my opponent responds and does something with his king to advance. But the question is what? Because this king will probably advance to try to march. My queen is gonna stop the king from marching. So okay, so I don't know why Stockfish hung that rook and sacrificed the exchange, or maybe you're trying to make a drawn position. I'm gonna counter strike the knight, put pressure on the knight, and guard these two squares. The king guards all these squares, and the queen guards this pawn. And then I'm gonna try to use my king to teamwork with the queen, and to eventually put a threat in this pawn. Okay, gonna give up another pawn. Okay, so I'm up a pawn now. I'm up 2 pawns. I'm gonna just go for check. And then I'm gonna check again. Probably going to an absolute pin. Never mind, I digress. Then I'm gonna get opposition, threaten this square, just 5 put pressure on this pawn. Okay. Let me think. Now I gotta calculate. Now I gotta really calculate. Because I'm winning this 110%. Okay, so here, check, here. Then where would the king move? King moves back to guard the knight, goes in opposite color square, so I'm not going to be able to check him. And then maybe here it is this check. Okay, here it is this check. And then rook here, counter check. Counter check. King steps out. King steps out to f5. Okay, but this is h3, b6, d6, so that's h5. Rook c6. No, king f5. King f5, king f5. King f5. Rook moves where? Where'd the rook move? Where'd the rook move? Rook goes back here to guard open file and get an L-like axis shape. Okay, rook c3. Queen 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2. Okay, so where's my queen at? Where's my queen at? Check, check, h1 check, h1 check, here check, this check, this chess. And queen 2. Okay, so here check. Okay, so here check here. Okay, so here check. Okay, so here check, guard knight, so check. Okay, let's just do the line. I calculated like 7 moves ahead, so check. Hold on, I got what in the world? Is Stockfish level 7 just this bad, or your reminders of this good? Okay. Am I just not going to attack the knight and restrict the king from defending the knight? So the rook is forced to defend the knight? Okay, defensive fortress. Now everything changes. Here, guard this square, here. Okay, so queen c1, rook c3, because he wants to go back and get access to both these files, so always have the looming pressure to threaten the pawn. So queen c1, rook c3, rook c3, then king, queen go, then king, then queen goes down here to take both these squares. Queen f1, rook e3. Then I wait, no. Here. So here. Wait. b1, rook c3, then queen to f. F1. Okay, let me think. Okay, so no, stop this up. Hold on. Queen b1. Right here, queen b1. Rook c3, right? Rook c3, of course, goes just taken down here. Alright, come on, let's just do it. Of course, black's gonna go here, or not. Okay. That just changes things up completely. So I can go out and check, but that doesn't really make any progress on my position. I want to go back and get a grip on the knight and put pressure on this pawn. So pressure on this pawn, stop the king from defending his fortress. And then I'm going to get flank opposition this way to guard all these squares and not allow the king to invade. I trust myself. Okay. Now I'm gonna push this pawn to sacrifice it. Now I'm gonna push the pawn to sacrifice the pawn. To bait my opponent to overcommit his rook to the other side. So now I'm gonna step my king back, guard both pawns, and my pawn got here, so this king is more restricted. And then now I'm gonna okay, I got where I want now. Okay, hold on. I mean, if I'm really thinking about this, I need to kick out this rook too. I'm really feeling this move right here, or just getting near geometrical space from the queen so I can go out here, ding bang bang, and go like something like this, make a big fat right triangle. I'm gonna kick out the rook. That seems like the most forcing move and defend the pawns. Okay. Then now, here, maybe here. So many moves, but I gotta filter out these moves. Cause this would be good, but it seems like it's misplaced. Queen's misplaced. Queen to B1, it gains an extra square. So how many squares do I control? 1. Control. I control 3, 4, 5, 6. The rook guard 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 17, 18, 18, 18, 18, and then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17. So I think I'm going to square up. So I'm going to put over here to try to gain more squares. I think this is going to be the battle of squares this game. I think I have to gain as much squares as I possibly can and fight for space. I think that's the only way I can truly convert this. Because I'm a pawn up. And I'm getting a little bit low on time, so I got to play a little bit faster too. Now I'm absolutely pin the knight to the king. Okay, you're gonna counter check. Now I'm gonna just step inside my low cage. And then now I'm going to gain more space by putting my queen here, because it seems like the best place. Or if I go anywhere else this way, if I go here, guard here, I guard, or here, I guard here, and here. Yes, so I need to go for geometric. So this would be the best way to go to, space-wise. Space. And then I'm going to go try to make my king do a king march and try to slowly march my king up the board. And then I'm going to just simply try to gain more squares and counter check. Square, counter check. Okay, move in the right triangle fashion to gain more squares and work with the king. Gonna go ahead now. Let's see. I'm gonna just simply wait and be patient. I gotta be patient. Take more squares and be patient and work slowly together with my king. Gotta slowly be able to work together with my king. Slowly. I'm gonna put my king back to safety. This is gonna take a long time. I'm gonna simply try to gain more space and counter check. Gain more space and try to counter check. And then I'm gonna try. And I'm gonna do this to restrict the king's movement. And to get an opposite. And always stay opposite color of a rook. I'm gonna try to restrict this king's movement. I'm not allowed to have any fun. Just go on top and give a check. This is most likely drawish, but I'm going to try my absolute best to try. I'm going to try my absolute best to get this position. I'm going to use the absolute pin again. I should have put my queen on a dark square. And now I'm going to just slowly put pressure. Oh. The fuck? Okay. I'll take it. Shit, I won. Hey! What? The computer can just quit? They can just quit? What? Bro, what? Bro, why did the computer quit? Did I break the engine? Bro, what? Nah, I'm not believing this. I don't believe it. I knew I was winning slightly. Why did the engine quit? The fuck? The fuck? Nah, bro. The engine just quit. Yo, nah. Nah, bro. That's bad. Why he quit? Yo, Stockfish quit is crazy. Stockfish's quitting is absolutely nuts. Nah, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It probably saw that it was gonna lose eventually. What? Like, bro. What? The computer just decided to quit? Okay. Alright, come on. We gotta finish this game. There's no way. Like, there's no way the computer just wanted to quit. Like, that's nuts. Boom. I'm gonna work together on my king. Okay, now I'm gonna just fork. I'm gonna get behind my cover here, get some cover for my king. A counter check here. Attack the rook. I'm gonna step out the rook's way. King's gonna get back to safety. I'm gonna defend, step out the way. Go use triangulation. I'm gonna march my king forward. Alright, now I gotta lock in now. I'm gonna step my king to the side. Step my king to the side. This is practically probably a draw. Right, not allow the king to enter. This is probably gonna be a dead draw. Yeah, let's just be real. Yep. I mean, the computer decided to quit for some reason. Just decided to resign. Okay, well, I guess I won. That is absolutely nuts. I'm literally just testing. Okay, well, the computer decided to win. And, thank you. Well, I guess Nepo was the champion in this alternate timeline. Thank you guys for watching. I'm extremely cooked. Out.